Well, it's crunchy this morning on the snow. Anyway, good morning. How is everybody today? Today I'm going to look at a piece of equipment I bought earlier in the fall. Hadn't had time to do anything with. So I'm going to start the skid steer, let it warm up a bit, and then we're going to look at this piece of equipment accessory that I bought for the skid. Now, if you guys are familiar with skid steers, you guys have these 14 plug cables. So I was a little confused on how the controls on the skid worked. So I want to see, I rigged up this cable and I'm going to try it on this new accessory and see how it works. So I'm going to clean out a little bit of the junk here, plow it, because I didn't plow much in the backyard, and we're going to hook up to this new piece of thing, new accessory, and I'll show you what it is and we'll discuss it. Just hold on. Alright, I'm going to show you what I've got here, and I was a little confused when I first got the machine, and I did some thinking and I've done some research, and I had a hard time finding information on the machine. So on this side, when you're looking at these buttons, I understood that this button and this button was for continuous. This is for your hydraulics on your exterior mount for auxiliary. And this button and this button are for your continuous cycle. So if you had a bush hog or a tiller, snowblower, and you push these buttons, that will make your hydraulic flow come out of your front auxiliary port continuously. I wasn't aware that this toggle is your toggle for, like, if you had a grapple, that you can run your grapple with this. So I wasn't aware of that. This button here, if you hit it, that turns on the auxiliary power that's on that 14 plug switch. So if you were running something that needed extra 12 volt power, this activates it. I'm not sure if this needs to be on to run these buttons here. So this machine has 3 auxiliary functions. This is one, and on this side, this is one, and this is one. So what I did for this new accessory I got, it has 3 functions. So I'm using this as one, and this is one, and I think these 2. So we're going to hook it up and see how it works. And when I first bought the machine, I thought these were did hydraulic flow, but only 2 lines going off the machine. So these run solenoids that are on your accessory. So I didn't really think about it. Nobody really told me. And after I did the research, so now I'm seeing what it's all about. So on this machine, this is your hydraulic flow to run your auxiliary. So your auxiliary flow, you just hit that and that will run that. This is your hydraulic. So whenever your machine is in park, this is your hydraulic flow, and this is your park brake. So the machine's just warming up. You're still in the park. The exclamation mark is gone and the machine's revved up a little bit. So we're just going to let it warm up a little longer, and then we're going to push some of the snow that's in the way of my backyard, because I haven't done it yet. So we're going to clean up the backyard a little bit, and then we're going to get the new piece of apparatus and hook her up and see how it works. See if I wired it correctly. Alright, I bought this grader attachment for the skid. Yeah, I know. You're saying you already have one. And I broke it. within a short period of time from when I bought it. But I like the way this one is made, and one of the reasons why I purchased this is because you can take the boom off and use it as a dozer blade. That is the biggest reason I bought this one. Now, we have this 14-pin plug, and I got this 14-pin wire. So we're going to hook her up here, and we're going to see if my wiring has done correct. So let's set you right here, and I'm going to hook it up. So that part's hooked up. So I just got this temporarily done to see if it's going to work, and if it's going to work, then we'll wire it up better. We'll plug in our hydraulics. All clean. Come on. Time for the gloves. Cold out this morning. Now we're going to hook up the solenoid. So here's one valve, there's the other valve. See if I can see what I'm doing here. So what I did is hook systems together. Now this is just temporary, like I said. So this is going to be here. This one will be for this one. This one will be for this one. Like that. This works. I will be able to, actually I should put it on the So if these cables work, I'll wire it up more permanent. This is just to see if my thought process is working. So we'll jump in the machine and we're going to find out. So I think I'm going to move that cable here to the other side of this. Trying to make it with one of the hoses. I don't want to crimp it. Alright, so that's all hooked up. Now we're going to see if it's going to work. Close the door. Keep a little of the heat in. Alright, so I'm going to activate this. Alright, let me see. Activate that. Alright, not working. I want to look at something. I want to look at the bottom of the blade. I like the look of the blade. It's got a big foot there, but I might add some to it. So I'm getting pressure there. Not sure what's going on. So my thought process here is not working. Getting pressure, but it's not going through the solenoid. Why? Backwards. That's the ground. Not sure. So yesterday I started to show you this blade. I'll show you a little more when I get out and shut the machine off. So this has, if you look right there, has two solenoids, and this is going to be operated through these two buttons and these two buttons. So these two buttons and these two buttons. These control, if you watch, I'll hit one of the buttons, you'll see the light come on. You see the light come on? That's for one way, that's for the other. And this is the other button and the other button. So when I hit one of those buttons and activate that, and I control this toggle, like right now, it doesn't do nothing. And let me see if I can hold the camera. All right, so if you look closely, you will see a little red light flash over right there. See it flashing? So if I hit this button and flash that and move the toggle, that will do that. If I do the other one, you see the other light, that will angle it. Awesome. I need to get a big level to put on that. So this is the, so yesterday I was having some issues and I troubleshooted it today, and apparently I didn't have my pins far enough in the plug I made. So that was the issue. All right. So I just got this wired up temporary. I'm going to figure out how long of cable I need. And I would say this, figure out how much cable I need. That would be lots. So I will fix that up and just see how this is made. That slides in here back and forth, and now the nice thing about this blade is I can pull this pin and that pin, I believe, take those two pins and those wheels will come off, and this will be a dozer blade, which I wanted a dozer blade. It's only 59 inches, so I'm thinking of adding 6 inches to each side. So I think this will work pretty nice. It's got a big, you notice it's got a real big flat surface on the bottom, so it's got a nice skid. I like it so far, and I think I'm going to build my grater blade that I'm going to redo the same. So there's a pretty simple how it works. The nice thing about this compared to the other one I have is I can pull this pin and take this wheel section right off, and I can use it as a dozer blade, so it's a multi-purpose. You can see the solenoids here that activate the left and the right for angling and for tilting the blade, and it looks like it's pretty rugged, so I think it will work pretty good. And I think I'm going to model my grater blade that I'm going to redo similar to this, and I think that will work pretty good.